Most people waste the best years of their life waiting for the right moment. Let me show you why that is the most expensive mistake you will ever make. I want to start by telling you something that took me 40 years to understand. Most of us believe that time is something moving against us, a countdown, a pressure, something we are always running out of. But that is not what time is. Time is a mirror, and the older you get, if you are honest with yourself, the clearer the reflection becomes. There was a man named Viktor Frankl, an Austrian psychiatrist. In 1942, everything was taken from him. His freedom, his family, his life's work. He spent 3 years in 4 concentration camps, including Auschwitz. And yet, Viktor Frankl survived. He came out and wrote one of the most important books ever written. He said, "The last of human freedoms is the ability to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." Time had taken everything from him. And yet, in that time, in the darkest hours, he discovered one thing: who he truly was. That is what time does when you stop fighting it. It does not destroy you. It reveals you. The question is not whether you have enough time. The question is, when time reveals you, what will it show? The wisest thing you can do with your years is not count them, but fill them with purpose so deep that time loses its weight. I have met people in their 80s who are more alive than most 20-year-olds I know. And I have met people at 30 who are already dead inside, just waiting for the body to catch up. What was the difference? Purpose. There is a small island in Japan called Okinawa. Researchers studied why the people there live longer than anyone. What they kept coming back to was one word that has no direct translation. The Japanese call it ikigai. It means, roughly, the reason you get out of bed, your reason for being. The fishermen there still go out at 80, not because they need the fish, because without the sea, without that daily purpose, they would simply stop living. Purpose is not a luxury, it is oxygen. So let me ask you something directly. If I took away your job title tomorrow, your income, your routine, who would you be? What would you still show up for? Stop counting how many years you have lived. Start asking, what am I living for? Every season of your life is a teacher. Winter does not mean the end. It means the roots are growing deeper. There will be periods in your life that feel like failure. Seasons that feel like punishment. I know this. I have been there more than once. And every single time, those were the seasons that built me. Most people know Steve Jobs as the man who built Apple. Fewer remember that in 1985, they fired him. But here is what happened during that winter. Steve Jobs started 2 companies, Next and Pixar. He grew roots. When he returned, he was a different man. And from that man came the iPod, the iPhone, and an era that changed the world. The winter did not end his story. It wrote the best part of it. Stop calling your hard seasons failures. They are formation. Do not rush the harvest. If you were given a dream, you were given the time to live it. We live in a world that worships speed, overnight success, viral moments, and that world is lying to you. Colonel Harlan Sanders spent the first 65 years of his life in failure. At 65, he started driving across America, sleeping in the back seat of his car, trying to sell his chicken recipe. He was rejected over 1,000 times. He sold his first franchise at age 65. His entire legacy was built after most people retire. You are not behind. You are becoming ready. The harvest is coming. The past is not a prison. It is a library. Go there to learn, not to live. Regret. Living in a moment that no longer exists. Oprah Winfrey grew up in poverty, was abused, and was fired. She went back to her past, only long enough to learn. Then she moved forward and built an influential career. She used the library. She did not move into it. Take the wisdom. Leave the rest on the shelf. Your story is still being written. The best chapter may begin today. Patience is not weakness. What is prepared in silence is greater than what is demanded in haste. Warren Buffett made over 90% of his wealth after the age of 50. He does not rush. He trusts a process. Whatever you are building, a career, a family, yourself, slow down long enough to do it right. The greatest things in life were never rushed, and neither were the greatest people. The people who look back with regret are almost never the ones who tried and failed. They are the ones who waited, who played it safe. You do not need more time. You need a decision. Make it. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who has been waiting for the right moment and needs to be reminded that the moment is now. And if you are not subscribed yet, do it now. Every week I come back to this chair with something that took a lifetime to learn and a few minutes to share. Do not miss what is coming. I will see you again soon.